went to a traditional college outside of Atlanta called West Georgia College, and the whole time I was in college, I kind of paid my bills working in restaurants. So after about, I guess, wanted to be a teacher, wanted to be mass communications, which is what I eventually got my degree in. Just because once it was all after year 5, going on to year 6, I said, well, what major could I have that would earn me a degree with the least amount of classes? So I graduated, so I have a degree in mass communications. And decided I love cooking, so I went away to New York, went to the Culinary Institute of America, and lived up there for a couple years, and really just fell in love with it. And when it came time to open a restaurant, here we are, Cookeville, Tennessee. And I will say, running restaurants, running kitchens, owning your own business, you can never prepare yourself for that. It's just a whole different ballgame. And I think a little bit of what we do here is different than normal restaurants because, I don't know, has anybody ever worked at a restaurant or currently work at a restaurant? A vegan restaurant? McDonald's? Arby's? So you guys have had the experience in kind of the fast food industry where everything comes in on a big truck and they simplify it as much as they can. Here, what we try to do is get actual, believe it or not, ingredients and make the food. It's a really cutting edge idea in the restaurant industry today, but that's what we do, and that's our staff. That's what they love to do, and that's what I love to do. So it's certainly a challenge in that way. We've broken the mold and of what you see here when you go out to eat a lot of on the interstate where there's Chili's, Applebee's, things like that, where everything is pre-made, comes in, reheated, served. They do that for 2 reasons. One reason is it's cheaper, and another reason is you can have chicken wrap, Caesar deal in Cookeville, Tennessee, and it tastes exactly the same in Austin, Texas. That's just the way they have to operate. And from a business sense, what that means for them is, okay, we have all of these pre-made dinners. We have to sell, I don't know if you've ever been or worked for one of those places. They have a general manager, 3 assistant managers, manager of the bathroom, manager of this, and the staff's outrageous. And so, they're paying all these labor costs. They're saving money on their food costs. So what they have to do is they have to rely on volume. And I think that philosophy is when you think about it from a perspective of a chain restaurant, if they make $100 a day, say after everybody's paid, all 15 managers are paid, all the staff is paid, and they make $100. Well, that doesn't sound very good. But when you have 20,000 or 30,000, how many ever stores they have, to a big company, that's pretty good. From a small business perspective, if I were to run my business like that, and at the end of the day I made $100 or $200 a week, that's not going to feed my beautiful daughter over there who's watching Cartoon Network, So it's a different mold. We don't have as many managers. It's small businesses is usually one guy, me, maybe a business partner, and you work 70 hours a day, and you got to have your eyes on everything, and you don't have 3 or 4 managers to delegate and split duties, and so it's a different challenge, and I think that's true for any business, whatever it is you go into. You have to eat, sleep, breathe your business or your company, and more with what's going on in the world around us, it's increasingly difficult. But it's the way of life, and there's not a day I regret it. So you really have to get in and get your hands dirty, and it's like I tell people, when they say, oh, you're the chef and owner, and I'm like, oh yeah, and chief garbage man, so you have to do everything. It's not all glitz and glamour, it's you gotta get in there and literally plunge the toilet when it's required, you know, so, but that's it. So this is a nutrition class.
Now,